Like, where are your manners? They will punish you. You will see, they will punish. Like, shut up. Where Jimmy? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Adubia. If today is the first time seeing this beautiful face, make sure it's not your last by clicking on the subscribe button, and if it's not, thank you so much for coming back. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick story time about how I got punished in school and I broke my back.
From miles away, the things you say.
Please don't be alarmed. It's just like to give the boom boom boom, the dramatic effect. Yeah, I was informed too. So we wear our badge, we wear green check. We were wearing green check. So I was informed to the Form 1s were wearing red and the Form 3s were wearing blue. So when they complete and we go to Form 3, the next badge will wear blue. Do you get it? So I was a blue I was a green checker and the Form 1s were red checkers. But when they came to school, I had this roommate, and we used to do things together. We used to call ourselves Aki and Popo, because anywhere there's trouble, there's a tool. Like if we like causing trouble together. And that day we decided to wear the Form 1s check, go to the Form 1 block and go and homo them. Okay, I don't think that wasn't the main reason why we wore the check. That wasn't the main reason why. But you know, the idea of that too was funny. It made sense. It was just like we were just trying to have fun. No one should come and judge us. We were young at that time and we accept our mistakes. So we wore the red check. We took our roommates. One thing, I don't like homoing. I will not homo anyone. I will not harass anyone. So I wasn't homoing anyone. So we wore our roommates' checks because we are both small. So we wore their checks and we followed them to their class. I think they were in my sister's class. So we followed them to their class. We sat down. I think when we entered, we greeted them. Some responded, some didn't respond. And my friend was like, "Why didn't you respond? You know I'm in Form 2." And they were like, "Oh sister, we are sorry." Like it was just funny. And I think we were 3, but the other one didn't wear the check because she was a little bit heavy, so she didn't get anyone's check to wear. So we went to the class. I think we went to one class. We did that, and during that time I was just behind. Honestly speaking, I didn't feel like it was right. I should have just listened to my instincts and tell her so that we would stop, because if I told her to stop, we would have stopped. But I was just following her. I didn't listen to my instincts. Trust that inner voice. It knows best, so it is God telling you to stop. So we went to the first class, we went to the second class, and I think we descended downstairs. You see the Form 1 block at the back there. So we descended downstairs and went to one class. They were about to have some prayers. So when we entered, we greeted them and no one responded. Like no one in the class. Like, where are your manners? Like, even if the person is your classmate, you should respond when they are greeting. Like, and it wasn't like really well loud. And she got angry and she was like, "You guys, even if it's your classmates," as for that one, I don't think she wasn't loud. She was like, even if it's your classmates, like I don't really remember because I completed like some years ago. But yeah. And this thing happened like last 4 years or so. So I don't really remember everything well. So I think she was like, even if it's your classmate that is greeting, it is more than respectful to also respond, because she respected you guys enough to greet you, right? And one girl from nowhere, Manga, she got up. "Who are you to come and tell me?" And she started insulting her. It is not right. Even like, what? I don't get why people feel like just because you're my classmate or we're on the same level, I can treat you anyhow. Like, that's not how it's done. So my friend got angry and she told her to kneel down. And the girl was like, she won't kneel down. She was like, "I'm informed to kneel down. I will punish you. Kneel down." And the girl knelt for 2 seconds. And I was like, you know what? That was when I finally spoke up and I was telling my friend that, you know what, it's fine. We should just let her get up. It is not important. It's not needed. If she doesn't have manners, we are not her mother. We are not supposed to train her. Let's just leave her. This thing is not worth it. It's not fun again. Besides, I don't like how it's going. So let's just go. So we made her get up and we left. We went to our various classes. So when I entered my class, Anaba was like, "Hey, Adobia, you're wearing red check. They will punish you. You will see, they will punish you." And she was just playing. And it made me feel very bad because I was now reflecting. I was like, oh wait, what I did wasn't right and I can be punished for it. If I keep looking here, it's because my sister is there. So it's like I'm telling him. And I felt like it wasn't right because I can be punished. What she said was right. So I was like, you know, I had my check in my bag, so I just changed into my check. I wore my green check and I sat down. We've begun prep. Me thinking I'm going to have a peaceful evening and go back to the room and laugh about it. Tell me why 20 minutes into prep, blue checkers come and stand in front of my door, and the person who came to call me, see, Pauline was ahead of us, so it was Pauline's roommate that I used to go to. My friend, like, she was my friend in JHS, and she completed school, like she was VC before us, so she was my senior in Louis. And because she was my friend in JHS, like, I was like, just because you're my senior. I used to see her a lot, like I was visiting her. I used to go to her room a lot. So that particular person was my, like, I would say we had like a cordial relationship. Some people even say we were friends, but because we were very cool, we used to have conversations and things. So when I saw her, I was a little bit relieved, thinking, oh, it's someone I know. So I can actually like tell her that, oh, we were just playing and we are sorry, and like that would be the end of it. She called me, Adobia, come out. And my friend was already standing there, and she was still wearing the red check. But I had already changed to my green check. So I came out and she was like, I'll take the red check. And I was like, I've given it back to the person. So I went out and we went to their class. When we entered the class, I don't know what the girl told them. I don't know what I don't know what they planned as a class. When I entered the class, I kneel down. And I was like the whole class were telling me to kneel down. From the Form 3 class, they took us to see the Form 3 class. So the whole class were telling me kneel down. And I was like, kneel down. So we knelt in front of the class because we were 3. We knelt in front of the class. And that class was my sister class in Form 3. And I knew about 7 people in that class. I knew people. So I was like, oh, I know some people there. So I don't think they will treat me so bad. I understand if maybe you're angry that we did something like that, but Charlie, this is not any big deal. You get, there's no need for you to take it personal. And they started questioning us, and I couldn't hear anything because they were all talking together. Then they were like, one person was, so they were like all of them were questioning us, and they were not giving us a chance to talk. They were questioning us, and it's like, can you people give me the opportunity to talk? So one person asked me why we wore it, and I was trying to explain. She was like, shut up, where Jimmy? And I was like, what? Why are you insulting me? Like, what is the cause of the insult? Why like, it doesn't make any sense. There's no need for you to insult me. You've asked me a question, let me answer. If you don't let me answer, then what is the need for asking me? But I didn't even say that. And I'm like, so Mia, I think I was just kneeling down. I was just watching them do whatever thing they want to do. And there were some people in the class that I was expecting them to stand up for me. They didn't stand up for me. So one person just went like, okay, so the person that I did a thing with had a problem with some people because they claim she's not respectful. Because she would just not let you do some things to her and go scot-free. So they said she wasn't respectful. So one person went like, these girls, I knew them. They are like a gang in their dorm. They don't respect. Then especially this one, the Hwana girl. And she was just kneeling down, and she was looking at them like, and one was like, this girl, she doesn't respect. Then they mentioned that, so my roommate was in that class, and they were like, wasn't that your roommate? And she was like, yeah, oh, she's not like that. That was all she said. Me, I understand because she's a very quiet person, so I don't think she would get up and do it. So it's understandable, but I expected her to at least stand up more for me because there were 2 people, and one other person who was in my room also said I don't respect. At that point, I felt like crying because the relationship I had with her, I have never disrespected her. Like, you see, you know yourself, right? I know I'm not a disrespectful person. Like, I am not disrespectful. If you haven't done anything that needs me to be disrespectful to you, I will not be like, I am just not like that. So when she also said, yeah, this girl, she's not respectful, I was like, huh? What have I? Because I have been in the same room with you for a year. So for you to say that is like valid reason. And the other roommates, like so 2 of my old roommates were there. And one was like, I'm disrespectful, and the other one was like, oh, yeah, she's not like that. But she's the quiet one. And the one who was loud was like, I am not respectful. And I'm like, so I think one person called me to come to the back. We're kneeling in front. One person called me to come to the back. And the person, so I was getting up to walk to the person to the back. And they asked me to like walk with my knees. It's like, you are mad. Like, I didn't say it out to them, but like in my head, I'm like, you guys are mad. Why are you abusing your power? At this point, whatever you want to, if you want to report me, because I can also report you for what you are doing to me. Yeah, like right now, you're abusing me. And I was like, I can't walk with my knees to that place. They see me in body because they asked me to do something and I'm telling them I won't do it. It's true, I don't respect. You know what, they are going to punish us. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever punishment it is. And they were like, they are going to give us a portion to read. Now, in Form 3, when they got to Form 3, there was this teacher that when he teaches you science in Form 3, he gives you some parts of the school for you guys to build plant things. And that place is bushy, so you're supposed to weed the entire plot. And mind you, the plot is allocated to a whole class, a class of 55 people plus. So if you tell 3 small girls to go and weed a plot meant for 55 people, it doesn't make any sense. But I was like, fine, we will accept our punishment. So they were like, they would punish us, we should come to their class the next day, like the next day after school. Like, sure, we'll come. After they had insulted us and we didn't say anything, when we were leaving, I heard people calling me names. Someone was like, Adobiano, Jimmy Ford, me. Right now, when I think about it, I just feel like it was just hate, or like, because there's no reason for you to be insulting me. Like, I've not done anything to deserve it here. So we went the next day after class. We went to them. Tell me why we went and the plot was so big. And I was like, please, we can't read this plot. And I knew the plot was meant for their project because my roommate, who said I do not respect, told me about it. And he was like, I should pray that when I get to Form 3, that teacher doesn't teach us. And you said, so I knew it was your project, your class project, and you are trying to push it on us. 3 people. And what I feel like they were not smart. You could have given us a portion to read, and we'll read it and no one will find out. But no, they gave the whole plot. Like, if I tell you the plot was big, it was big. And I'm not talking about, like, it was a very big plot, and we had to use whole, because we don't use cutlass. I don't even know how to use cutlass. We use hoe, like the one like this. Is it an axe or hoe? We used to use hoe to weed. Imagine me standing. Oh, Charlie, you know, it's not easy. But we still decided to do it. First day, we didn't get anywhere, and they came back and they came to insult us that they've given us work and they are not seeing any progress. And whilst we are weeding this, we see other classes on their plots, weeding their plots. Then the second day, we went, nothing happened. The third day, Charlie, man tired. We looked at the thing and like, you know what, we can't do this again. Like, right now, as I'm talking about it, I've realized like better ways that we could have approached this issue for them to rather get trouble instead of what happened to us. So the third day, we're like, we will not do it again. We need to go and tell them a story. We won't do. So we told them that we saw a snake on the plot, so we can't read again. So we went back, we're like, you know what, you saw a snake on your plot, and there could have been a snake. We lied, but still, we needed to save ourselves. Don't judge us. It wasn't good to lie. We could have just told them that we won't do. Like, if it was now, I would tell them I won't do. But now, like back then, I was young. So we went and we told them, we saw a snake on your plot, so we can't read it anymore. If you can give us another punishment. My friend's friend, the one who came to call me from my class, so let's call that person M. M is my friend from JHS's friend. So M was like, what kind of insolence? Ding, ding, ding. Her protocol is our senior house mistress. And that woman was the scariest woman in the school. Not like scary in terms of face, no. But like everyone was afraid of her. Like, if your case goes to her, she's not listening to you. Whoever reported it is right. So she was like, we should go. She would deal with us. And I didn't know she was a protocol. If I knew, I would have gone to report myself ahead of time. Because if I went to report myself, then she would have listened to my side of the story, right? So we thought we've escaped. We are relaxing. Next day, she calls us to her office. I'm sitting there, someone comes. Adubia, Mama So is calling you. I'm like, okay, so we used to call her Spiritus. So let me use that name. That one is not her official name, right? So Spiritus is calling me. Huh? Spiritus is calling me. Why is she calling me? What have I done? So I got up. I went and I saw my friend outside. I was like, ha, they don't report us. So, so we went there. When we entered the office now, so you are, and the M was standing by Spiritus, and she was like, so you are the insolent girls, such ding, using big words, insulting us, and we're just standing there looking at them, looking at her, sorry. And M went out and she was like, it has been reported to her that we have punished Form 1 girls, and we have, what did she say again? We've punished Form 1 girls, and we have insulted a whole Form 3 class. Is that how we want to be treated when we get to Form 3? Kind of. And we were trying to tell her that we did not punish Form 1 girls, and we did not insult a whole class. Like, we're trying to explain. This woman didn't listen to us. She insulted us from the time we entered the office till the time we left. She's going to punish us. She's going to bring us to assembly. She'll make sure we pay. And I was just standing there. I was like, you know what? Like, and I think she had an experience with my friend before, so it even pissed her off more. And I was like, there's no need for you to try and explain, because this is literally coming from someone who is very close to her. Like, that. No, protocol comes with benefits. I know protocol comes with benefits. So someone that she's getting benefits from, there's no way she's going to listen to a mere person like me. This is Ghana. It's not gonna work. So I'm not going to waste my time to explain anything. So we're just looking at her, waiting for our punishments and things. We're not going to waste our time on. I wasn't going to waste my time on that. So we just watched her insult us from head to toe. Then she asked us to leave. She'll call us to assembly on Friday. We're like, sure. So when we left, I came to tell my classmates that she said she's going to punish us. And my classmates, some of my friends I explained it to, were very bothered, because it wasn't right that you've punished us for 3 days. You've insulted us like to the extreme, and you go and you tell lies about what we did. Like, can you be honest about what you are saying? And the reason why the girl was so angry about the particular girl that we punished was because apparently that girl comes from a rich home, and she has been like, she gets her benefits, you know. So it was a whole sticky situation. And I was like, wait, the headmaster academics is like an uncle to me. So why don't I go and tell him what I did and see if he can help us out? May his soul rest in perfect peace. I think that was the worst mistake I could have made. Bro, if I tell you what happened, So I went the Friday morning, and she told us she was going to call us on Friday. We have a Friday where that's like the nicest dress we have. So I intentional, like everything, white socks, play deck, polished, looking neat and dapper, hair combed, like fresh. Because if you're going to disgrace me, I must be looking nice when you are disgracing me. And besides, like, we are all in the school together, so this is not so much of a disgrace, because we all know what this woman can do to you when she gets you, right? So before we went to assembly, I was like, let me go and tell Akada. So I went to him and I told him what I did. He told me that what I did wasn't right, and I was like, yeah, I know, but the punishments that you're trying to give us is uncalled for. He was like, well, whatever I did, I deserve my punishment, so I should go and let them punish me. So he didn't do anything for me, but it was worth it. So when I was talking to him, I could hear my name from the siren. I was like, God, they've started assembly. And I ran from that administration block to the assembly hall. This woman said I've skipped the assembly. So that one too, extra punishment for me. And I was trying to explain to her that I was like, hey, the way she shouted at me in front of the whole school, shut up, you stupid child. I just kept quiet. I kept quiet. And they were like, I don't even remember what they were saying, because when I was standing there, I had zoned out. I wasn't looking at anyone's face. I wasn't listening to what they were saying. But she was basically saying what we did, and I will be punished. We will be having a 1 week internal suspension. The case should have gone to the disciplinary committee. If it did, we wouldn't have gotten that punishment, because our side of the story would have been heard, because not everyone has that relationship with a girl. But because she took matters into her own hand, she gave us 1 week internal suspension, and each day had its work. We're like, okay, ma, thank you. So we're like, it's fine. We left the assembly grounds and went to my class. Normal things. Those who will laugh at you will laugh at you. Those who will feel pity for you will feel pity for you. I mean, yeah, I was just like, I was zoned out the entire day. Monday, our first punishment was to clean some detached office by the library. Hey, the dust that entered my eyes and my nose that day, God. But we did it, and our work was being inspected by, I think, the compound overseer at that time. So we'll do it. She'll come and check. Then we did a second day. But the prominent work that we did during our work was filling potholes in our school and weeding. So we're asked to fill all the potholes in the school. By all the potholes, I mean there are pavements in our schools. Pavements are some parts of our schools. So like wherever the cars can pass, there are pavements there, and we're supposed to fill those potholes with stones. And there were no stones available. No, there were stones by the assembly hall. We were not supposed to pick the stones at the assembly hall. So we targeted the stones at the sisters' convent. When we were picking it, the Reverend Sisters told us not to pick the stones at the sisters' convent. And there are no stones in my school. Where am I going to get stones from? I can't leave the school and go and get stones. it was frustrating. But we will manage and go and take some of the stones, like, you know, bad girl things. We went take some of the stones at the assembly hall. Then we put like the regular stones around on it. Then we filled the potholes. Then we went to the I think where the teachers sleep now. What was the name? Teachers bungalow. So when we got there, teachers bungalow. When we got there, we were taking the stones from the sisters' convent, but we didn't want them to know we're using their stones, because their stones are different. So we put that one down there, then we put the normal stones on top. That was how we managed to do the thing. It is not our fault. There were no stones. Did you expect us to go and take the stones from outside the school? So we did that because we couldn't find stones around, and the most difficult part was the weeding. Now the portion this woman gave us, it was out of this world, like a big ass portion, bigger than what the girls gave us. And we actually did weed that, but it took us like 3 days. And the other girl, mind you, I said we were 3. One girl claimed she was sick and she went home, so it was just the 2 of us. We found means to finish it. None of our friends came to help us because it was at the teacher's bungalow, so, and it's by the woman's house, so she would have seen us. Once we were weeding and the woman's son came to pass, he was looking at our bottles. You see, when you bend down, sometimes like your dress might get like raised or something. I think that my friend had bent down and her dress had lifted, and she has asked, so like none to us what kind of thing. And the boy was passing and he was watching. The way she did not insult the boy, oh my God, she insulted the boy to her satisfaction. Yeah, so that happened, and unfortunately during that process my back got strained because of all the stress. So I felt sick afterwards. I went to the hospital, got some scans done, and I was told not to do some things to help my back get better. So that was how come my back started hurting. I was just a young girl with no backache, but weeding broke my back, and now I am suffering because of someone's lies. But I haven't put anything in my heart. Whatever lie that was said upon me, whatever thing that was said, I just see it as we were all young and a little bit immature. So I am not taking anything to heart, so I'm not bothered about it. So Yeah, it's fine, but I hope you did enjoy this story time. If you would love to see more videos like this, kindly let me know in the comment section. If there's any video that you would like to see from me, let me know. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, comment, subscribe, and share this video on your WhatsApp status, your Instagram stories, your Instagram posts. Just send this video to someone and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for coming back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Ejiwa. Sorry. Close the door. A disciplinary